Today I'm going to show you two different types of bobbins that can be in your sewing machine. Well, you could only have one or the other, but I'm going to show you both types. Today I'm going to show you the two types of bobbins that come in sewing machines. And you've got one or the other, or if you're like me, you've got one of each. Hi, I'm Patty and welcome to my handmade lifestyle. I go by Patty Mac Makes everywhere online. On this YouTube channel, you can expect to find all sorts of makes, bakes, and a little bit of gardening. Around here, we really enjoy celebrating the analog lifestyle in this crazy digital world. So if you do as well, then join us. Like the video and subscribe to the channel while you're here today. Okay, let's get into the topic at hand, which is bobbins. There are two main types of bobbins. You have a drop-in bobbin and you have a bobbin case. And today I'm going to show you what each one looks like and how you set them up and get them to work. Behind me I have my two sewing machines. This one is my newest Singer and it has a bobbin case. And this one over here is the older Kenmore and it has a drop-in bobbin. And I think the drop-in style is what we're mostly familiar with. So let's take a look at them and how we access those bobbin cases. Here we are with the Kenmore sewing machine, which is the older model that I have. It's a little more heavy duty than the Singer. And this one uses the drop-in bobbin. And so right now we're looking at like the base of the sewing machine, and if we were sewing something, the fabric would be running through here. So here's our bobbin, and to remove it, just pop that little lever and there it is. And we just take it out. It gets its name because we just drop it into the bobbin case. And what you want to do is grasp it in your right hand and pull the thread over to the left. And then we just drop the bobbin down into the case. And then we come down and around this little indentation here and feed the thread. And we hold it to the back side. We turn the wheel. And that sends the top thread around. And then we come underneath and grab that little bobbin thread and pull it through. And now our bobbin thread is up underneath the needle. It's in between those feed dogs, and you can see as I pull, it's coming through. So we return our top and we're ready to sew. This is the Singer, and we're in the same position that we were in on the previous machine. Here's where the fabric would feed through if we were sewing. And this machine has an extension table on it, and we're just going to remove that. And usually you would say, well, where's the bobbin? It should be right here. Well, this is the bobbin case. So we're going to come down. And we're going to open this little door, and there's our bobbin. And this one, let me lower you down a little more so you can really see this. Okay, so this is our bobbin, and what we're going to do is we're going to flip this little arm. It's very hard to show you this. Oh gosh, we're gonna flip this little arm out and pull it out. Okay, so we've taken our bobbin out of the machine, and you can see that the bobbin itself is just resting in this little piece, and that's the case. And the case has a couple of parts. It has this little lever, and that's just for you to have something to hold on to pull it in and out of the machine. And then this is called the finger. And the finger lines up with this little area. So that's how you know you have your case in the right spot, is you line up this part with that part. Okay, so let's just take the thread out. And there's the case. So what you want to do is, it's just the opposite of the other bobbin. So we're going to hold it in our left hand and pull the thread off to the right. Okay, and then you're going to drop it into the case. And then see how there's this little area right here. You're going to fish the thread into there and bring it around to here. To here. And there, it's in there. And then you know you've put it in correctly when you can hold it by the thread and the bobbin doesn't budge. So I'm holding it up and it's just, it's not coming unraveled. It's just staying in place. So we know that's right. So we're just going to take that little lever, and you want to be careful because this bobbin will fall right out of the case. So take that little lever and then line up the little finger where it goes, and there it is. It slips right in. And pull, and it's working. Now, a trick with this is you do have to be putting some tension on your thread up here. So I'm just holding that to the back, and I'm going to turn the wheel. And the thread comes around, and then it just pops right up. And then there we go. Our machine is threaded and ready to go. So it's really not, it's not as terrible as you think. Okay, so just a recap. Make sure that the thread is coming over to the right side. You definitely want that coming to the right, like that. And then we're going to drop it in. And then we're going to find this little groove. And then we just pull the thread through. That's down there. And then check it. Make sure that it doesn't, make sure your thread doesn't budge. I'm just holding it there, and it's not coming unraveled, in other words, okay? But you don't want it to spin too much. Okay. And then just kind of take your little lever and then slip it right in. And then see how my little finger piece here has lined up with that groove. Then you know it's in the right spot. And then be sure that you're putting just light tension. You're just pulling the thread at the top of the machine up here. You're just pulling that, just holding it taut, and then spin the wheel, and it grabs. And then you're just going to pull it through, and there you go. Ready to sew. I hope that helps to clear up any confusion you may have had regarding the different kinds of bobbins. I was super freaked out when I first opened that Singer and realized it had that drop-in bobbin. I was really afraid of it, but now that I've been using it, I really like it. It seems to last longer than the drop-in, and I have not had any issues at all with it. So just take it step by step if you find yourself with a machine like that, and happy sewing. I'm sure that you'll love it once you figure it out, and I think this will help you. Okay, that's today's video. Really, I do hope that helped. If you have any questions, you can drop them below. I'll try to answer them, and happy sewing. I'll see you in the next video.